Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV in Amarillo, Texas, and today I have a brand new arrival to show you. This is the 2022, yes, you heard that right, I said 2022, Alpha Wolf model 26RB. This particular trailer comes in at 32 feet 8 inches in overall length and is 6,361 pounds unloaded as we see it here equipped today. We're gonna do an interior and exterior walk around video tour today and show you some of the awesome changes and features on this brand new rear bath couples unit. Let's go ahead and we'll jump on to the inside and we'll start in the living and kitchen area. Okay guys, so we're on the inside of this brand new 2022 Alpha Wolf model 26RB. And we'll start in the living area, super slide. So as you can see here, you have a nice theater seat and U-shaped dinette arrangement here. The theater seats are actually an option. The standard would be a jackknife sofa. We went ahead and upgraded this to the theater seats. And I really like your feedback. Let me know, would you like to see the theater seats here like we have it equipped today, or would you prefer a jackknife sofa that makes an extra bed? Again, we really like your feedback since this is a brand new option. These theater seats, if we look a little closer, have the lights, heat, and massage. I just am not running off of 110 volt power, so I can't have those on. If we look up top, you'll notice the blue accent light above the slide out. That's a pretty neat touch, and it's also in the speakers. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. It'll give you a better idea of the wood color. This is the wood color, the newer wood color, so it's kind of a lighter color with some darker accents. And then next to the theater seats, you have a nice booth U-shaped dinette. This will turn into a large bed that you can sleep 2 adults on if you have to. If we get in a little bit closer, you'll notice that you have the simulated live edge on the countertop there. So that is this portion right here where it kind of slopes away, as you can kind of see right there. And then in the super slide, you can also see the zebra shades. I absolutely love these things. They're a light filtering blind. So if we go over here and if we push up, you'll notice you can kind of align them wherever you want to let in as much or as little light as you want. And you will also notice that they frame out all of their window openings, which is really nice. If we look up top, and we'll come back to the entertainment center here in just a minute, but you have a 15,000 BTU Coleman Q Series air conditioner. This is one of the quieter ACs on the market. I actually think it's the quietest AC on the market personally. But you don't have to pay extra to upgrade it to the 15,000 BTU. That's just standard, which is really nice. And that is fully ducted too, which is really good. If we look down here, you can see right underneath the refrigerator, this has all cabinet ducted heating. And the nice thing about that, if you're new to camping, is you're not going to get any pet hair, food particles, whatever, that you drop dirt, rocks down in the heating system, which is really nice. If we come back over here and we take a seat on this theater seat right here, so we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. As you can see right here, you have another optional piece of equipment. This is the 5200 BTU electric space heating fireplace. We like to bring all of our Alpha Wolves in with this fireplace as much as possible. And then up on the kind of the right side of that little cabinet thing where the fireplace is your AM, FM, and Bluetooth stereo system. That has HDMI and USB plugs, so if you do want to add a CD or DVD player or a gaming system, Blu-ray player, whatever you want to expand your entertainment system to, you have the capability to do that. And then up here, you'll notice you can add a TV if you want to. This particular trailer does not come with a TV. TVs are optional. We're about 50-50 on whether we bring it in with a TV or not. But you can see you have cable and satellite plugs, as well as one 10 outlet and dual USB ports. One thing that's kind of neat, if we look up top again, you can see right there, that is your 200-watt subwoofer that is part of the driven sound system. It's a very good sounding speaker. I encourage you, if you can get onto a dealership's lot that has them turned on like this, turn on the stereo, take a listen. It's really good. And then, of course, you can see your full viewing window in the entry door. This particular floor plan in general, being a rear bath, it doesn't really have a lot of campside windows. That's one thing that, or a downside that I see, is that you have to look at your neighbor's campsite, not yours. But it still does have a lot of windows to let in a lot of natural light. I just have the shades down for video quality purposes. Real quick, before we get to the storage, I do want to talk about our control panel. So right inside the entry door, you're going to have your juice pack voltage meter. Basically, what that's going to do for you is it tells you how much juice is available left in your battery. You've got your one control hotspot prep. Basically, if you want to pay the $400 for just for the component, you can get 4G LTE Wi-Fi, which is kind of nice. I see why some people want it, but personally I think it's a little overpriced for what you're getting for it. You've got your thermostat, your electric hot water heater switch, because this does have a Dometic water heater instead of a Suburban. I'll touch more on that on the outside. And then down here is going to be your main control panel. So this has your tank monitoring panel, your water pump and water heater switch on gas, a whole bunch of lighting controls, which is right here, your awning and your slide out controls. And the cool thing about the way Cherokee does their control panels is you can Bluetooth this to your phone via the LCI One Control app. And the nice thing about that is you can control your awning and your slide out, and of course lighting controls. But if you're in a tight spot in the mountains and you need to line of sight, see if your slide out's going to hit a tree or something, you can stand outside and run your slide out without having to have somebody be in here and pushing the button, which is really nice. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the living area. Let's go ahead now, real quick. I'll give you kind of a nice pan around of the kitchen. But let's go ahead and we'll open up all this storage and take a look at the kitchen area in a little more detail. Let's go take a look. All right, guys, so right inside the door here, you have this nice pantry. And can I just think this is so funny? In case you forget where the pantry is, they go ahead and write it on the door for you. And that is held shut by a very strong magnet. But as you can see here, if we kind of pan down, you have tons of storage space. I absolutely love this. You've even got space on the floor, down there, a light, and a couple of coat hooks, which is nice. That way you can hang up your jackets right inside the door. And I tell you, so many campers don't have a spot to hang a coat up right inside the door. It's amazing how many forget about that. Right here, as you can see, you've got a little bit extra storage above the TV. Perfect for DVDs or CDs or something. If we spin back around over here, you'll notice I have one of the drawers under the dinette out. Those are 40 inches deep. I just kind of have it parted out of the way so that way I don't trip over it mainly. But these are two, I call them the mega drawers because they're huge, which is really nice. And there is storage behind that lower bench or that rear bench there. You get to that by taking the cushions off. Right here you have the 10.7 cubic foot Canon 12 volt compressor fridge. So as you can see, there's the freezer portion. And then down here is the refrigerator portion. Now this runs exclusively off of battery power or shore power. That's one reason why we bring every unit in with the juice pack solar option. That way you can go off into the boonies and you're still able to run your refrigerator without a generator. The big reason they're doing this, there's really two. Number one, the gas electric fridges, you can't run propane going down the road anymore in most states. Mainly because of the chemicals they use are more of a hazardous material and it's a fire hazard. The other reason, this uses less power when it's cooled down to temp. It also cools a lot faster. It cools down in an hour and a half instead of overnight like the gas electric fridges. It only uses 3 amps of power once it's down to temperature, 9 to 10 amps when it's cooling down. Right here you're going to have your 3-burner stovetop with the oven down below, in case you want to do some baking with the LED light in the oven and the LED control knob lights. Cool thing about these Greystone ovens is this will spark the oven as well as the stovetop. You've got the glass cover. So as you can see, you've got 3 burners. The front one is high output, so if you're cooking in the mountains, that's the burner you'll want to use. And then back here you have your dual purpose cutting board and backsplash. You got your hood range and your microwave up top there. So small little microwave, nothing special, but at least it's got a microwave. And then back here you have a pretty good amount of storage. This is nice and deep. It goes all the way back into the corner, as you can see there. You got handy household and USB plugs back in that corner. Perfect spot for a coffee maker. And you really have pretty good countertop space once you put that sink cover back on. You've got your high-rise faucet and the hand sanitizer station, as well as your farmhouse style black stainless steel sink. And all this is a pressed membrane thermofoil style countertop. Looking down here, you notice a little bit of storage. I kind of wish they would move this panel back. I know if you've watched Josh the RV Nerd's video of this, he mentioned that same thing. It's not, I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not big enough to put a wastebasket or anything other than maybe a couple of cleaning chemicals or something down there. So I really wish they would move that back. You could always do that yourself. You just want to make sure that you don't move it too far back and mess anything up back there. And then right here you have got 3 full extension plywood box ball bearing drawer guided drawers. You can also see that you do have the silverware divider there, which is really nice. Alrighty guys, that is going to wrap it up for the kitchen area and living area storage. Let's go ahead and we'll jump back and take a look at the rear bathroom. And I tell you, this has one of the biggest rear bathrooms I have ever seen in a bumper pull. You are definitely going to want to stick around and check out this rear bath, because this is really the focal point of this trailer. Is the rear bath. It's got a great living room, a great kitchen, tons of storage, but this rear bath just knocks it out of the park. Let's go back there and we'll take a look. Alright guys, so stepping into the rear bathroom. First thing I want to mention is this nice sliding barn door. I absolutely love the hardware they're using, which is really nice. I just think it looks good. So coming into the bathroom, if we turn immediately to the left, you'll notice the toilet. That's a porcelain foot flush lever toilet. Plenty of room around there. So if you're a little bigger around the hips or something, you have plenty of room around the toilet. If we come back over here, you'll notice a nice medicine cabinet. As you can see right there, it does have the mirror. You got a motion sensor light, GFI protected outlet, pretty good countertop space around that Forest River sized sink. And then down here, there's not storage under there. That's going to be your water heater, water pump, or city water connection. There's stuff back there that they don't want you to get to, but you may need to access. If we look up top here, you'll notice a nice Max Air fan, which is a very nice feature. I love that Cherokee is using these larger fans. They put out about a 5 or 6 mile an hour breeze on their highest setting, which is nice. Right here, you'll notice some accent lighting and a couple of robe hooks. And then all this is where your outside kitchen is. So it is used space, just not on the inside. And then you've got this mega cabinet back over here, which is really, really nice. Tons of storage space there. And then lastly, you have a 30 by 36 inch shower. So as you can see, plenty of room there. You are going to have the slow close shower door right there, as you can see. And then if we pan up top, you will notice that you have a nice skylight. You can be upwards of 6'4" and shower in here just fine. I can fit in there. My head does have to be in the bubble, and I'm about 6'2". So just for a sense of scope and scale. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the bathroom. And there is AC and heat in here too, by the way. But that's going to wrap it up for the bathroom. Let's go ahead and we'll jump forward and we will take a look at the master bedroom. All right, guys, so stepping up into the master bedroom. First thing I want to point out is you do have a nice barn door again, just like back there in the bathroom. I will notice that one thing I've noticed is this corner of the dinette here sticks out a little further, so it is you kind of got to snake your way through it. But as we come in here, you'll notice a 60 by 74 inch RV queen bed. There is storage underneath that. You have plenty of room around the foot of the bed. You could upgrade this to a residential queen, a 60 by 80 bed if you wanted to. You've got a nice little coat rack or robe rack or whatever you want to call it. I love that they did this. That's just a nice touch. Over here, you're going to have a spot to hook a TV. Windows on both sides. I wish this one would open as well. Storage up top, and I'll show you that here in a minute. You are going to have pleated nightshades in here, and you do have an emergency egress window up top with household and USB outlets on both sides of the bed. So if we look up top here, you'll notice pretty good amount of storage up there, which is nice. And then over here, you're going to have a hanging closet on both sides of the bed, as you can see right there. So overall, it's a pretty simple bedroom. It does what it needs to. It, is not over the top, flashy, and that's one thing that I think this brand does really well. They're simple, yet they're packed full of features, which a lot of people really like. And I tell you, they have some really good curb appeal on the outside too. But speaking of the outside, let's go ahead and we'll jump onto the outside, do a quick walk around tour of this trailer on the outside, and we'll show you all the ins and outs, and we'll see what you think. All right, guys, so we're on the outside of this brand new 2022 Alpha Wolf model 26RB. So as you can see up here, you have a nice fiberglass front cap with LED lights. I just forgot to turn those on again. Whoops. Oh well. As you can see down here, you have a nice power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks. You've got your 7-way plug and chain holder right there. And then you have your Group 27 series battery that is part of the juice pack. The juice pack is a 50-watt solar panel that's already mounted on the roof by the factory, and it gives you enough to trickle charge the battery, run the refrigerator, the lights, the slide out, the awning, water pump, water heater on gas, things like that. Over here on the front, you'll notice that you do have a storage compartment. We'll take a look at that from the outside, or from the other side, I should say. And man, I tell you, these campers have awesome curb appeal. They just have a good, modern, clean look to them. I absolutely love their decals, and everything about these campers are just great. So as you can see down here, you have your nice aluminum wheels. Actually, really good looking aluminum wheels. I'll show you what those look like from the other side. And I just realized I forgot something. Right here is going to be your galley tank for your kitchen. And as you can see there, your gate valves are up underneath the enclosed heated underbelly. And as you can see there, this is fully enclosed and heated. The Alpha Wolfs are also going to use a 2-inch sidewall, just like a fifth wheel. The nice thing about that, there's not very many campers that actually use a true 2-inch sidewall. But it's going to give you a little more insulation than some of the competition, which again is really nice. If we come back over here, this is your hookup area. So as you can see, you have a nice outside shower, handy little light, your 30 amp service. This is a 30 amp camper, by the way. I believe I forgot to mention that on the inside. And then you're going to have your city water connection, fresh water connection, cable satellite, and black tank flush, all right here, easy to get to. And then right down here, you are going to have your second dump for the bathroom. So that'll be your second gray tank and your black tank. If we come back around this way, you can see that you have the rear cargo rack that's rated at 200 pounds, including the spare tire. And then if we look up top, you can see that this camera, or this trailer, I almost said this camera is equipped with a trailer. This trailer is equipped with the LCI Insight Bluetooth wireless observation system, which is pretty cool. And you can Bluetooth that to your phone, which is really, really nice. Absolutely love that camera system. It's really neat. So over here, this is one of the few couples campers out there in this floor plan that has a big outside kitchen. So if we look starting down at the bottom, you notice a propane quick connect. This also is going to have the power stabilizer jack option, which is a very nice feature. That way you don't have to crank down anything. You've got an extra little drawer here. And then you've got this 5.7 cubic foot freezer and refrigerator. So I'll kind of step back and let you take a look at that. This is a huge fridge and freezer. It's almost too big for this outside kitchen, but everybody loves it. You're going to have an extra cabinet here for all of your condiments and things of that sort. An LED light, household outlets. This is for some blue accent lights up top. And then you're going to have a real sink with a real drain into a real holding tank, which is a hard feature to find anymore in a outside kitchen. As you can see, if we look up top, you have a 21-foot power awning. This awning is huge. It's basically as long as they could make it. And it does have LED lights in them. I just don't have them turned on today. You're going to have your MORRIDE step above step system. So that will flip inside the door and has the adjustable feet. You're also going to have a larger entry assist handle and a friction hinge door. Now you're probably wondering, you've probably seen other videos, what happened to the black glass entry doors? Well, I actually have an answer for you this time. So there's a shortage of those. Our RPod brand uses those as well. And so everybody that's using the black glass entry doors are having to go with a fiberglass door for about 3 to 4 weeks. That way they can kind of build up stock of those. Pardon me. There's a better look at those wheels and tires. Those have Westlake Lions Head or by Lions Head tires on them, and those have a 5+2+1 tire warranty. So 5 years against defects, 2 years of roadside assistance, and 12 months no questions asked replacement guarantee. So the cool thing about that is if you're not happy, you can fill out the form on their website, provided you've registered the warranty, and they'll send you 5 brand new tires if you're not happy, which is pretty cool. The Alpha Wolf is also going to have a one-piece PVC roof that has a 20-year defect warranty on it, which is unheard of in this industry. It's absolutely amazing. That's 100% coverage, non-prorated warranty. That does not cover labor. That covers the parts, which is a big chunk of it. You've got your furnace exhaust and your 6-gallon Dometic gas and electric hot water heater with DSI spark ignition. You're going to have 2 outside speakers. Those are backlit with LED lights. You've got a TV bracket and cable or coax, I should say, and 110 volt power right there. And then right here you've got your leash latch, which is really nice. That way you can tie up your furry friends or your fur babies whenever you are at the campsite. Just make sure and untie them before you go down the road. That way you're not pulling a Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Vacation. And then lastly, this is just a spare tire cover, by the way. We just have it pulled off. But I love their pass-through storage. It's nice and finished off. It's huge. You have the same size door on both sides. You're also going to have motion sensor lights on both sides. This is your solar charge controller, so that keeps the solar panel from cooking your battery. And then down here you have a battery disconnect to kill all 12 volt power to the trailer, which is really nice. And then here's the front controls for your power stabilizer jacks. Now those are not leveling jacks, they're just stabilizing jacks. These doors are held up by magnets, and they do have these slam latch catches on them. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the 2022. Man, it still seems early, even though it's July. 2022 Alpha Wolf, model 26RB. If you're interested in this trailer and you have any questions, or if you'd like pricing and availability, feel free to post any questions down in the comment section below. You can also give me a call at 806-335-2336, or you can email me at contact@custom-rv.com. Real quick, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button down below if you liked this video and enjoyed it. That lets us know how we're doing. And then if you could, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell down below. That keeps you up to date with all of our new videos, and it'll let you know as soon as we post some. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. We hope that you enjoyed. Remember, at Custom RV, we don't do any hidden dealer fees. We leave those up to the big dealers. And we know that RVs are made for women, so men can go camping. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you again very soon.